Hey y'all, it's Candy with KANDI'S Kreations. I am gonna make today this spider from Derica's Designs. They're very popular every year. I got two, and I usually build mine on a deco mesh, and I just thought, let me try to do something different, and let me try to do it on a grapevine. So this is what I've done so far. You could get this from dericasdesigns.com, and if you're in the Candy crew, you do get a discount. Just look in the group for the discount code. All I did, I spray painted this oval grapevine. It's an 18-inch. Oval grapevines are kind of iffy. Some are smaller than others, so this is on the bigger size of an 18-inch grapevine. So he has tabs on the back. So what I've done so far is just zip tied a tab through here. And I use black zip ties. You can use pipe cleaners if you want to as well. I put the tab right there also, but I placed him so high, he was still kind of floppy a little bit right here. So I just pierced with my scissors 2 holes right there, and I attached a zip tie right here so he wasn't floppy that way. And then once I did that, these have wire in them, so I just bent them to where I wanted them to go. And I dabbed a little bit of glue on the feet and just put them, glued them patiently to where I wanted them to stick to. So my thought process is I'm going to build out a big juicy bow right here, and then we're going to build with some florals. I did spray paint some ficus black, so I was spray painting yesterday the grapevine and the ficus. So any kind of black spray paint, matte, gloss, whatever you want it to look like. I have no preference. So we're gonna build this bow. Let's see, I'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit down here. So just making a loop, leave a long tail and cut. This is a 36-inch mat, so this is a good, always my 4-inch I use is like 46 inches. So I just add the tails together, fold them, dovetail them. And I just chose, I love houndstooth. That's what this is, that pattern. I love houndstooth for Halloween. I love harlequin for Halloween. You could just choose any black or white 4-inch. If that's what you want to use. You don't even have to use black and white. Whatever you're, this is just Halloween ribbon, paired with black and white. So this had spiders on it. This came from Craft Outlet, I believe. You can get all this ribbon from anywhere you shop. Deco Exchange, Waterman's Loft, the Wreath shop, Craft Outlet. All of our favorite places. This is a one-directional, so we'll have to keep that in mind when we're building our bow. This is actually a D. Stevens. I got this from Ribbons to Bows. But all the places we buy ribbon, they are definitely going to have exactly this sparkly lime green for Halloween. All right, I'm only going to probably build one bow. I might add another little baby bow to the top, but we'll see as we go along. So let me put these ribbons away as I cut. I like this. I was trying to find some polka dots because she has polka dots in her. Well, that was not good. It must have been a piece I cut and just added back on the roll because I didn't use it. But she has polka dots in her bow, so I was trying to bring out some polka dots. Usually if there's stripes and polka dots in the wreath attachment or a sign, I try to pull those out in my ribbons. And this is another polka dot. This came from Sims Pottery. It's one of my favorites. All right, we got them all cut, so we're going to build it out now, the bow, and then we'll attach it to the bottom of this grapevine. I'm just going to make a loop. I just kind of judge how long I want my tail to be down here at the bottom. you'll just, after time, and if you don't use a bow maker, you'll just get really good at eyeballing things. I've made bows like this for a long time. So, and then what do I want to be next? Let's see. I always keep in mind what I want my top loop to be, and I'm going to keep that the sparkly lime green. So we're just looping and twisting. So we'll go ahead and do this one. Sometimes I start like this and loop and twist, and sometimes I'll go ahead and make my loop and then adjust my tail, because I'm always seeing how long I want my tail to be. This is not a very stiff ribbon. And twist and loop. It's all about the loop and the twist, and you just got to practice. Get you some ribbon that you're not going to really use, and practice with it, you know. So we're just laying this here. This tail is way too long, so I'm just going to adjust it in my hand, twist it, pull this down. I do a lot of adjusting in my fingers. The more you do it, it's like working muscles. This is a lot of ribbon, but that's how I roll. Okay, so this is one directional, so this is what we're going to do for this. We're going to fold it instead of twist it. All right, and then we're going to do my toppy loopy. Leave a little tail here. I'm wrapping it around my finger. Twist. Make a loop. I'm just making a whole separate loop on my finger, whole separate bow on my finger, on my index finger. I'll take it completely off and adjust it accordingly, fluff it out. And then we're going to zip tie it, and then I'll fluff some more. But on my top bow, I always try to make sure this one top piece is going the way that I want it, because once you zip tie, it's kind of hard. I'll zoom this out a little bit. All right, I got a bunch of florals here. I have no idea which ones I want to use. I just grabbed all things purple, black, and orange. So we'll decide as we go along. Let's fluff this out. Make our tails flow right. Find your windows. Looks super cute to me. All right, let's get another zip tie. Slide it through here. I'm gonna attach it down here. Just finding a hole through the grapevine. Just slip my zip tie to. Whoa, I'm losing it. Not my brains, but not yet. Just my. All right, so. Grab some glue back there. All right, while we're letting that dry, I got several hooks on my wreath stand for this reason, because I never know exactly how my designs are going to fall. All right, let's start. I'm going to let that glue dry some. Don't let this little foot get lost. That's part of the character of it. I'm going to trim this a tiny bit. I might trim it a little bit more, but sometimes I trim a little bit off the top to make my tail stand up. Let me add a little bit more glue, and while that dries, I'm going to cut some of this ficus, and then we're going to kind of try to maybe decide what florals we're going to use. Okay, let's see. I'm going to start cutting some of this. This is the ficus. It's from Hobby Lobby. You can get it from Michael's as well when it goes on sale. I actually used 2 different kinds of spray paint with this. I used a matte and a gloss. So I ran out and I had to, I cut that long piece into 2 pieces. And the piece that, when you get a piece of ficus, it has a long piece on it and it has 2 shorter pieces. And I always kind of start, I'm just dipping this in my glue pot. I'm going to go underneath my bow. Just stick it directly into the grapevine. We're just kind of building it all around. Just gonna start working this around, and then I'm gonna hold some florals up. And as you can see, I glued all of his legs except for this, except for the last 2, because I knew I was gonna build out the bottom, and I didn't know exactly how it was gonna turn out. And then I was gonna decide at the end, I'm gonna decide where I want those to be. If that makes sense. Probably half of what I say. Hopefully makes sense. This is a longer piece. I'm just gonna, I kind of like when I have a longer piece, like them to elongate at the bottom. It's looking cute already. Okay, I need something. I'm going to cut this piece in half. Well, hold on. I'm not going to cut it yet. I'm going to see how high it comes up behind my bow. I want some peeking up behind my bow. Oh, I think I'm going to leave it in one piece. I need to trim this zip tie where I attach my bow. Alright, so we're going to leave this together. You know, before you cut ribbon, before you cut any florals, you know, give it a test run, because you can always take it off. You can't put it back. So, I'm just going to keep, I do have one more piece. I spray painted 3 pieces of ficus, just saying. So it still needs a little bit more right here, and then we're going to decide what florals we want to use. Just making it big and juicy. Glue is stringing. All right. I did also, you don't have to, and I did paint the back of this, and I painted the back of my grapevine. You don't have to, but if you have enough paint, you know, go ahead and hit the back, because if somebody has a glass door, you're going to be able to see it. So that would be very kind of unprofessional looking, I guess, if it was not spray painted on the back. And you don't have to concentrate as much on the back of the ficus, but you know, I would just hit it good to where. All right, one last piece. I'm just taking a step back. Y'all look, I got a tag on my darn, I gotta get it off. It was spray painted black and I couldn't see it. Okay. $2.99, 50% off, Hobby Lobby. Let's hold these florals up. Okay, so these are the peonies from Amazon. Those kind of look too fancy for me. I literally have been loving the Hobby Lobby roses. And these are not seasonal. They're 50% off every other week, just with the regular florals. So I get these, and yeah, they're not the same style, but I get the orange ones also. So we'll put these in here, and then we'll add pops of orange. And I like them because, and we'll put pops of orange and purple is what I was saying, but I love these because they have these long things on them. I love anything wispy and flirty. So we're going to cut this. I'm going to go ahead and cut 4 to begin with. We'll start working with 4. So like even those look good together. These are ranunculus from Walmart. And they're not seasonal either. They seem to be there all the time. They're kind of, yeah, in Walmart all the time. Maybe more of a summertime. All right, I want to use the one that has the flowy piece on it to come kind of along right there. All right, let's just kind of find us a little spot up here. If I can find me a spot. All right. And then I'm going to do this 4th one. I got one here, 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 and then let's see if I could get this one to peek out up here. And always cut them, when you're cutting them off the bush, cut them longer rather than shorter, just like your ribbon. You know, you can't put it back. You can always trim it off. So, all right, let's hold up the other colors. So, do we like these or do we like these? Oh, I kind of like the yellow roses. I mean, the orange roses. Lay these to the side. These are so cute. These are everyday at Hobby Lobby as well. They're not seasonal. So, let's see. Let's cut one of these. I like these. We're going to go ahead and go in with these. Just proportioning them the colors out. Alright. I'm just going to cut 3. So 3 right now. Not to overcut and just cut usually around 3 at first. But that black one that I just added, it was kind of the main flower, so I felt comfortable just cutting the 4. Okay, let's see here. There's 2 roses right here together. I'm going to come up here and just add one. Ooh, my glue spot almost got me. Okay. All right, let's see what purple. I got so many roses. I don't really want to. These are pretty though, y'all. These come from Hobby Lobby as well. Look at that deep purple. That's banging. I like it. All right, so after I get these in there, we're going to add some Halloween picks. I even have a pumpkin to see if I might stuff in there somewhere. It's already kind of so full that I'm not sure. These are the same, right? Yeah. So I'm going to cut these apart, and I don't like to use all of these leaves, so I just take some of the leaves off. See, I'm going to take those leaves off. I might leave some of the leaves, but all right, let's see. Let's work in some of this purple. I want to cut, well, here, I'm going to go ahead and put this somewhere else, but I'm going to put a piece of purple closer to my bow right here. Let's just work the top. Let's work the top. No rhyme or reason where you got to go. Just proportion them out. See, I'll leave these little bit of leaves on there because it gives it a touch of greenery too. All right, let's see. I like the way, see how you can bend his legs to go any way you want. And I like to make them sharp like that. Like, don't leave them just round. I like them like with a lot of definition in them because it reminds me of like a real spider, I guess. And I do love his feet. I'm not going to glue them or anything, but I like them nestled into the bow, into the florals too. All right, we're going to go to the bottom with this. Take that one piece of leaf off. All right, let's see. All right, once I start working, when I finish building this out, so y'all can see, I am going to put this down lower and see if I want to put like a baby bow or something behind its head, her head, I should say. Let's see, I got a couple of more pieces. It definitely needs some more pops of purple. My glue is putting it right back in the pot, those glue strings. Okay. Oh, I wanted to put one close. I'm gonna cut it small. And we're gonna put it right in here, nestled around my bow. And we got one more piece, and I'm actually gonna put this in my bow. On the very back, I'm gonna just kind of open it a little bit and let it glue to the actual bow. All right, let's see what we got for picks. These just came in from Craft Outlet. I do love these. They match it perfect. So let's cut some of these up. I'm gonna keep them together. Well, I probably need to cut them all the way off. All right, let's see here. Just gonna dip these in my glue, just like a floral stem. We're gonna work these in here too. And they don't, like, they're not actually going into the grapevine. They're just gluing to like the ribbon and the florals at this point. So see how that one's not exactly the same, but it's a striped one. I'm trying to go proportion those out as well. This is a big fat orange one. Let's see. Let's do a dry run here, as Megan would say. I'll do it on the side by the ficus. And this is actually going in the grapevine. If I can find a tight enough spot. There we go. All right, let's get these other ones in here. And then we'll look and see what other things we have. Looking pretty fancy so far. So there's a stripe one here, here. We'll go out this side. Maybe right here somewhere. Actually, I'm gonna go to the top. Straighten it out, make it as tall as I can. All right, let's pull back this bow and see where we can get it to go right here. Peeking out. That's cute. Cute, cute, cute. Make sure it dries good. We'll go right here with this. I'll pull them straight so it gives me a little bit more length on it. All right, let's see. Got one more black. Let's see where we're going to go with this. We'll go right here on the bottom of the bow. When you got one left, just take a step back, or even just a couple left, and say, where does this need to go? Trust yourself. Trust your instincts. All right. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so I have a lolly, and I think this is going to be too big. I think if anything's going to fit in here, it's going to be this lolly. This is from JoJo's Rustic Remnants. If you're in the candy crew, you'll also get a discount from JoJo. So check that out. For the coupon code in the group. So this is really cute. I'm wondering, oh, that's cute. I think I'm going with this. I like it. All right. Make sure how you want your stem to go. And that's how you're going to want to put it in there. We're going to get our kebab skewers. These are foam. This is from Craft Outlet. I'm leaving it really long because I don't know, it doesn't need to be that long. Just from a little bit off. Wow, that just flew. And we're going to nestle this into the grapevine. And I'm going to hit it with some glue. I'm going to hit it with some glue. Let's see if we can turn it around real quick. Where that stem's going into the grapevine. And when I turn it back around, I'm going to glue it to wherever the pumpkin's touching the grapevine. So the stick is glued, and also the, let's see if I can get a piece of a kebab skewer. I'm going to put it in the side of this pumpkin. Let me trim it some. I'm just trying to get another anchor into this grapevine somewhere with it. There we go. Yep, that worked good. Thank goodness this stem kind of twisted the whole plan of keeping my, my stem in the right way. I'm just gluing where this kebab skewer is going into this grapevine. All right, I think we're good so far with this. Got a little ball there that I still want you to be able to peek and see. All right, all right, all right. Woo, it's getting full. Big and full. Okay, so I like his little legs resting there. Let's go down and see if we want to add a baby bow to the top. Maybe it kind of looks naked at the top, so I think we need that. And let's see, let's do this. Just looping and cutting. I'm not going to use all of these. I'm just going to use, I already had this cut, so we'll just use that one, and we'll just throw in this black and white. See what we got going on up here. And so we'll do loop, twist, loop, twist. And I don't think this is going to be enough for 2 loops. We're going to do, it might be, let me see. That's good. Okay. I'm not going to do my little loopy thing because we're just fixing to attach this back here, and you're not going to see it anyways. I'm taking a zip tie, and I'm not even securing it. I'm going to do it just like this and hook it to the grapevine. Just to one of these pieces of the grapevine that's right here at the top. Trellis zip tie. some glue on it as well. I hope y'all can see, okay? Another glue stick real quick. All right. I think I want, that's a little bit too big. So let me see if I want to put a couple of florals up there. There's 2 black roses left. And then sprinkle those up there, and then we'll add some of this. So we're kind of doing a little bit of this up here. I think I'm going to cut a few pieces of my ficus as well. Just cut it into kind of a smaller piece to come straight out the top. Just looking a little extra flat up here. Just gonna cut these in pieces. Just working around this top though real quick. Just going in the grapevine. All right, let's add a couple of a little bit of purple, a little bit of orange. Gonna spread that out a little bit up there too. We're almost done. Take some of these leaves off. And just going to cut 2 of the orange off. Just sprinkling this around. Glue strings everywhere, guys. All right. I can't see. This one's I left kind of long because I wanted it to poke up the highest. To me, it's just about having things peak certain places, you know, nestled and peaking, and placement of things kind of is important. All right. So we worked around some ficus. We worked around some of the same florals down there. Let me see what we have as far as, I do have a couple more of these picks, and then I'm going to add, I'm just going to do 1, 2, we'll do purple. We're just going to do 3 of these up there to kind of bring this out. We'll just stretch this out. Going up topsy. Going over here to this side. Let's see if I can see. Okay. And then just stretching them out to make them long. And we're gonna work this one over here between these two florals. And then I have these, and I think they'll look really cute. Oh, 5 on there, so let's see. I do like that coming from the bottom. I'm just gonna glob some glue, and it's probably gonna just glue to the ribbon. And you can kind of adjust those however long you want them to be. All right, so let's see what this looks like right here. I like that there, that's cute. Just globbing some glue on it. I'll work it behind, right in here. Trying not to have his foot too much. See how that's kind of nestled in there? I like that. All right, we got one here, here. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these off. We might as well work them in there somewhere because I don't want to just have 2 left, or really in reality I probably would just have, if I'm gonna do here, here, and here, and then maybe 2 up there. It only made sense. So I got that there. Let's see. See, I'm gonna have these coming from each other like that. And that one's rolling this way. I'm gonna roll this one the opposite way. Stuff like that matters to me. I can't help it. Okay, let's see here if I can find a little hole. I want it to get further in there. Things are getting really tight at this point. Okay, there we go. I wanted it to go up in there. I wanted it to look, you know, nestled up in there. All right, let's see what we're gonna put these last 2. I think we're gonna be done. This baby's stuffed. As everything else I make. So, let's see, actually pull that up, come by there. Make them a little bit, pull them out a little bit longer to be seen. All right, so we're gonna go, hopefully, let's see, this should look fine up here. We're gonna portion these out. One going this way. Just getting it to go in the grapevine. We'll do this one this way. See if I can get it behind his little footsie. All right, I think this will be it, guys. Okay. Little spider give me a workout. I'm gonna turn it this way. All right, I think that's good enough. Stuffed. She is super stuffed. We created her on a grapevine, so maybe I'll do the other one on a deco mesh. We'll do that together. So y'all can, you know, figure out how to use these attachments on different kinds of wreaths. All right, she's cute. She's built out on the top. We just added that bow and worked around it with some florals and such. I might add a couple more pieces of ficus to break up those florals, but it's not that important. But there you go. And this is what the back looks like. Still looks good. And I think she turned out really cute. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something, and I hope I inspired you most of all. So, thank you so much for being here. Have a good day.